Once upon a time, in a quiet little town, there lived a curious kitten named Whiskers. He was fluffy, gray, and loved two things more than anything else, adventures and the moon. Every night, Whiskers would sit by the window, gazing at the glowing moon. It looked so magical, like a shiny ball of light floating just out of reach. "I wonder what's up there," he whispered, his eyes twinkling. One night, when the town was fast asleep and the stars sparkled like diamonds, something amazing happened. Tap, tap, tap. Whiskers heard a gentle knock at the window. To his surprise, a tiny, glowing moonbeam fairy floated outside. She had silver wings, a sparkly wand, and a kind smile. "Hello, Whiskers," she said. "Would you like to visit the moon?" Whiskers gasped. "Me? Really?" "Yes, please." With a sprinkle of stardust, the moonbeam fairy tapped Whiskers' nose. In a flash, he floated out the window, past the rooftops, above the trees, and up into the night sky. The stars giggled as he passed by, and the clouds fluffed themselves like pillows to let him through. Higher and higher they flew, until at last, they landed softly on the moon. It wasn't cold or rocky like Whiskers thought. Instead, it was glowing and smooth, like powdered sugar. There were cheese craters, dancing moon mice, and even a slide made of starlight. Whiskers laughed and chased a moon mouse around a crater. He slid down the starlight slide with a big whee and bounced on a bed made of comets. It was the most fun he had ever had. But soon, he yawned a big kitty yawn. The moonbeam fairy smiled gently. "It's time to go home, little explorer." With one last look at the moon's wonders, Whiskers floated back down through the stars, the clouds, and into his cozy bed by the window. As he curled up, the moon peeked through the window and gave him a soft, sleepy wink. From that night on, whenever Whiskers looked up at the sky, he smiled, because he knew the moon wasn't just a glowing ball. It was a place full of magic, dreams, and adventures waiting for sleepy kittens. The end. Whenever Whiskers looked up at the sky, he smiled, because he knew the moon wasn't just a glowing ball. It was a place full of magic, dreams, and adventures waiting for sleepy kittens. The end.